Good morning, everyone. This morning we'll be doing the stair step breathing exercise, and I learned this through the LifeForce Yoga Practitioner Training for mood management. And what I'd like you to do, you can either do this seated or laying down on the ground. And it's good for those who have difficulty at times to have a full breath. For some of my students who have asthma, when they're asymptomatic, when they found doing this exercise, it was really helpful for their breathing. And also it's good for those who may feel a little lethargic or agitated. It helps to calm the emotions, and also it helps to uplift the emotions. So it balances the breath and it balances your mood. And anytime during this exercise, I would recommend, if you're feeling like you're struggling with the breath, just stop doing the exercise and just bring your breath back to normal. And each time we'll be going up a mountain, and what I'd like you to do is visualize when we're on top of the mountain, maybe something that brings you a sense of tranquility. It could be strength or calmness, whatever you would like to materialize within your life and in your presence at this moment. And we'll be doing little steps up the mountain, and as you're doing, whenever we do little steps up the mountain, you'll be inhaling through your nostrils like little sniffs like this. And whenever you go down the mountain, I ask you to take little steps down the mountain. It'll be little sniffs out like this. And when I ask you to take an elevator up the mountain, you'll do one long inhalation. And if I ask you to go down the mountain and glide down the mountain, it will be one long exhalation. And when we're on top of the mountain, I'll invite you to retain the breath. You're welcome to either retain it or not, seeing what you're comfortable with. And when you're on top of the mountain, you are invited to also visualize something that brings you that sense of calmness or strength, or whatever affirmation or intention you would like to have for that. And now we will begin. And I'll use my hand as an extra cue for those who would like that. Oh, and you may want to also blow your nose before doing this, just to make sure the nasal passages are clear. And we will begin. And we'll take little steps up the mountain. Retain the breath, looking out at the horizon, visualizing something that may bring lightness to your heart. And glide down the mountain. Taking the elevator up the mountain. Retain the breath. And take little steps down the mountain. Take little steps up the mountain. Retain the breath. And take little steps down the mountain. Taking little steps up the mountain, holding the breath, looking out at the horizon, and gliding down the mountain. Letting the eyes be closed or open, returning your breath back to normal. And inhaling to the crown or the top of the head, I am. Exhaling to your sit bones, here. Inhaling to the crown of the head, I am. Exhaling down to the sit bones, present. And the next 2 times you can visualize your own affirmation when you come down to the sit bones, breathing into the crown, I am. Exhaling down to the sit bones. Inhaling to the crown. Exhaling to the sit bones. Namaste.